I was in a play, and I was married to my first wife, who actually was the love of my life when I look back on it. But I wasn't very kind to her either. And I wanted to play. It was a French play, but it was obviously in English. And I was playing the chief of police. I wanted to play him as James Cagney, as an old actor who you wouldn't know. And it was over the top. I wanted to play it over the top. But we had a Stanislavski trained director, who wanted to do it as the method. And I said, don't be silly. I said, he's fucking over the top. And I said, you know, he's larger than life. No. So anyway, I had to play it her way. And her name, she was an American Jewess. And her name was Bathsheba Lipschitz. Bathsheba Lipschitz. And I said, have you ever thought of thinking of changing your name? She said, what the hell's wrong with Bathsheba? And I thought, well, she's happy with it, you know. So anyway, I dreaded going to do this play because I wasn't very good. And if you're not very good, and you know, have you ever thought that you weren't very good and you had to face an audience? If you have, it's terrible. I mean, if you haven't, it's terrible. So every night I used to say every day I say to my first wife, I say, God, I've got a fucking play to do tonight. And I hated it. And anyway, one night I was standing on the side of the stage and I heard my cue and I couldn't move. And a voice said, Den, you're on. And they pushed me. And I went onto the stage and I looked out into the auditorium and it looked like a black hole. I mean, this is a fucking motherfucker of a black hole. And it was sucking me in. And suddenly I felt it was raining and sweat was pouring off me. Next thing, bang, I collapsed. They all thought I was having a heart attack. And the curtains came down and ambulance was called. I was rushed to the hospital. And it was a sort of, although I call it stage fright, claustrophobia. I couldn't control the space because I was so uncomfortable doing the play. If you're on stage, you have to control the audience, you have to control the material, you have to control the performance. Everything, you're in control of everything. If you're not, then it goes all over the place. And I wasn't in control of anything. That's why it got to me. And that's why I never did scripts again. I always did improvisation, because with improvisation, I'm in control. Well, I'm in control as far as that I'm in control of the material. And then when I did stand-up, I used to write my own material and try to learn it. And I still couldn't do it. It was my own material. I couldn't learn it. And so I thought, oh, fuck it. And I just would think of an idea like relationships, then go on and improv. And sometimes it worked very well, but most improvisation doesn't work. And so sometimes I'd have a terrible gig. But I got used to it. I didn't care about that. I just cared about being in control. And I love laughter. I've always loved laughter. And I remember a psychiatrist once saying to me that your sense of humour will keep you sane. You'll drive everybody else fucking mad, but your sense of humour will keep you sane.